Right. Hmm. Okay, I'm waiting for people to join. Maybe a few more minutes before we start. Hey, I'm not sure how to look at all the people who joined the stream, but I don't know who joined. So whenever somebody join, please send a message in the chat so that I know who I'm talking to at least. Sorry guys, pretty new to this online stream thingy. Let's give another few minutes before we talk about AXP. So today I'm gonna talk mostly about the lessons learned, the things that I did wrong today, and instead of what I could have done. So it's important that every trade that we mess up, we need to learn from it and try to like not repeat that same mistake again. That's how you improve yourself in trading. Otherwise, there are a lot of day traders. They say that 90%, 95% of day traders are, I don't even know if it's more than that, who always lose the money. But let's talk about AXP. What happened today? So this morning, in one of the challenge accounts, this was a trade that somebody was doing, and I kind of followed it, and I didn't did my own analysis on that one. So that was first red flag that I should have done it, and we got into 180 call. It was not a bad trade. I mean, this green candle that you see here, that's when market opens and the price shot up and then came back down. And I actually, one thing that I did good was that I didn't chase this trade. Uh, I was not in this trade uh, until this point. So there were people who got into this trade around here. So they got into 180 call expiring 5th November. And I didn't chase it. So that's one thing that I did good. And I got into this trade around here when it retraced to zero point 0.5 fib level. Uh, but this stock never came up back up. So you see that it was going through downtrend and it broke the this level also, and it went further down, and it's sitting at 177.82 right now. And I have 6 contracts on this one. And At this point, I'm not even looking at profit. I'm looking at how to like have minimum loss, and I'm already losing like $700, I think, in my main account for this trade. Uh, Hopefully, we'll get back the money. But I think to get back the money, it needs to at least go to 183 level. Hey, Frankie, how are you? Uh, Now, why this trade was what I think was wrong. So let's take a look. as a general rule, I don't get into any trade that's like too far away from 50 EMA. So if you look at this, look at daily, right? So this was not dated. So we're looking at daily. Look at how far it is from its 50 EMA. That was a red flag. I should have never got into this trade once I see this. It's so far away from 50 EMA. And you see this stock is closely following 50 EMA. Hey, I don't know, your name is showing unknown, but whoever it is, hi, welcome. Bot. Okay, bot. Welcome. So look at this. So this stock is following 50 EMA very closely. It goes up below, but it's kind of line of gravity for this one. And getting into this trade at this point was not good. I got into it and I'm suffering. This is the same reason. And I know a few people who waited for it. Now, I think what's going to happen tomorrow, I'm not sure, but this is what I think. 1 or 2 more days, it's going to come back down here, maybe touch. We will be lucky if it bounces from 50 EMA like it did here or before here. If it goes below then it's more pain. But I think if it bounces back from here, it might, because this is also level of demand. So we might be able to get back the money and exit out safely. So never, always do your own diligence. If you see some trade being called out somewhere, don't blindly go into that trade. Just do your own diligence. Whatever you learn always pays. So I paid for it because I didn't do it. I just took it. I was a little busy today. I have a 9 to 5 full-time job, and today it was a little busy, so I just took the trade. I should have never took this trade. So that was AXP. Now let's talk about uh, PayPal. That's another thing that I am into, and it's another source of pain. So I am in spread. I think all of you know I'm in 265 to 70 spread, I think. Uh, Let me switch this EMA off. And PayPal went back as I was expecting, but it came back down again. Now we are sitting at here, and we have 23 days. So I'm a little relaxed from this point because we still have time. But it's not looking good. I mean, it's one of the other trades that's really deep red for me as well. But it's fine. I think I'm still optimistic about this trade because this is the level that we are shooting for. And if another this week it bounces back and we are green, it should be fine. And if you look at this uh, price action, it's all red candles, and so this means that if price starts going back up, there will be less resistance, and it should go back up fine. So we should be fine. Uh, but that's another trade that I want to talk about. Now, overall, today was really red day. Starbucks, I'm in a Starbucks 115 call, and it went down to 113. I didn't average down yet, but if you average down today, it was a good decision. Today I was mostly busy, so I didn't get into that one. I didn't average down. But I'm not too worried about this trade. We have time, and Starbucks I know is it's gonna be okay. But overall today was really a red day. Metex, yes, I did get into a Metex. I think Tiff mentioned that it's being pumped, and this is one of those meme stocks that I sometimes I just play Lotto, and I got into it looking at the pre-market, but it didn't work good for me. Hold on, where is my PS Live? Yeah, so I exited out. I think I called it out when I exited out. I had a loss of $150 or something, but that was fine. I mean, it was another stock that, let's look at this uh, chart first. Okay, look at this. Let's go to hourly. Yes. So the reason I got into was because it was forming this bull flag. I woke up today and early morning, and I saw this bull flag being formed. I think it was sitting around here when I got into that today around here. And I got into it thinking that this is a bull flag and it should probably go up if there's a volume, but but it never went up. It started going down, and I think I exited around here or somewhere. It filled the gap. Now it might go back up, but I'm out of it. I'm not gonna get into this. This is one of those meme stocks that I sometimes get into just for fun, but there's no like I don't think TA or anything works in that. It's just that there's a lot of volume, people are buying in, and then you just ride the wave and exit out when you have a decent profit. So that's what happened. DKNG is good, but one good decision that I took was that I sold one. I had two contracts of DKNG, and one of them I sold yesterday because it was up. DKNG. Uh, yes, so it was up here, and I sold one, and now it's filling the gap. Now, what I'm thinking is that once it fills the gap, it might come to this price level. I might get another contract. I think I did mention in our channel that I'm gonna sell one contract and play and holding one contract, and when it retraces back, I'm gonna get the same contract again. I think what I have is 50. What contract I have? Mm, It's 60 call, 51 days out. And I'm still 25% up on the contract that I hold because of this huge gap up that happened. So, Bart, you are in debit spread 5053 expiring 5th of November. 5053. Yeah, it's possible. I think Bart, what's going to happen is that's going to fill this gap and then start going back up. So you have, what, 9 days, I think? You have 9 days, yes. It's possible that you might get it in the money, but it mostly depends upon the market. Tomorrow, definitely, I think it's gonna go first down and then fill this gap and then start going back up. Now, this is also a good support level, so it's not gonna. I don't think it's gonna go back down from here. So it should be fine. That's what I believe. So all the stocks, when there's a gap up, be careful with the stocks that gaps up because in a shorter term, there that does give you a huge profit, but at the same time, stock generally has this tendency to like fill the gap before it moves back up. So be careful with all this stock, all those stocks. Uh, Tia, Frankie, I think, right? Frankie, Dash. Let's look at Dash. 225 call and it dropped to 197. And when is the expiry for that call? 225. Oh wow, it really gapped down. Today was really bad day, I think, for trading overall. Let's look at that. So this is a big resistance here. Okay. It broke that trend line actually. 225. When is the November 5? And how much did you pay for that contract? 225 looks hard, to be honest. Earnings on November 9. Yeah, yeah, I did notice that. Yes. So it's possible that it might go back up. And because there's a gap, so if there's like a green day, then it will fill that gap quite fast. And then it's possible that it will break that. So we already touched it once, twice, three times, four times. Now this is a huge level. I mean, if we are near this level in a green day, then it will break that and go up. But I will don't expect a lot of profit in that one. If you get a decent profit, just try to exit out. That's what I will recommend. But again, this is again to everyone who is listening. This is not a financial advice. I'm just telling you what I will do. So you guys do your own diligence. But what I will do is that yeah, 375 loss. Yeah, I can tell because there's a huge gap down here. So again, 225 call. Again, I will say the same thing. Whenever you get into a trade, look on a daily where it is from the 50 EMA. Getting into the trade around this level when it's about to hit the resistance and far away from 50 EMA was a bad move anyways. So in future, keep that in mind that don't get into a trade when we are far away from 50 EMA. Oh man, sorry to hear that, Frankie. So, what normally my strategy is that I let trade come to me. I plot everything and I wait for the price to come to me before I get into it. That's why in a small accounts, a lot of trades are good, but every time, so it takes a lot of time to build up your portfolio with smaller profits. But one bad trade will just force you to lose everything all, like what happened to me today, right? So every time, be disciplined about things. Don't be in rush. Don't chase the stock. And even I'm at fault certain times, and I try to improve myself. Frankly, never knew this strategy. Okay, yeah, that's fine. I mean, if you guys are interested, I can talk a little bit about as how to get in, how to find the good entry, and how to like find good exit points. Just let me know in this small account, whatever you guys are interested in, and I can. I don't have any problem teaching all that. Uh, any other thing we want to talk about? Let me look at my positions today. So we talked about PayPal. What else? Yeah, PayPal, Starbucks, Tesla. I'm still in Tesla put. I don't know how many of you are still in that. I know we had a decent gain on the first day. I called that out, and a lot of people exited out, but I'm gonna play it. I think it's not an expensive trade. It's I think I paid $185 and I have 23 days for it, and I'm hoping Tesla will come down to this level. If it comes down to this level, it's like $800 profit. Uh, so I will wait. I don't want another red day because I'm really, really tired of red days now. But for this, I think Tesla. So it's consolidating at this point because people are still speculating, people are still holding on to that, but they're gonna give up and then it will go back down. And look at this, it's also far away from 50 EMA, and it's too far away, so it has to come back. This is a gravity line, and once it comes out and it comes down to this, I'm gonna get out. Thinking getting a call, Mastercard. I never played that ticker. I think what is the ticker? MA, is that the one? Is that the correct one? Somebody correct me if I am in the wrong ticker. Oh wow, it really felt hard today. What happened? Was there any news? Drops after sharp Monday gains on Mastercard partnership. I don't see any news, but it's forming a bear flag. It's gonna go, I think, a little bit more down. JD. Give me a second. I'll do that. Let's just talk about Mastercard. Yeah, man, this is pain. So was that for a small account? I would never recommend playing such expensive contracts for small account. You need to build it slowly and gradually. So it, yeah, we went down 200 even EMA. Yeah, man, I'm not sure what's gonna. There's a support here. Let's draw support first. There's also support here actually. Yeah, so it's possible that it might bounce back from this level and go back up. Uh, uh, it's a tip of the gods. Yeah, it might be a good entry point to be honest, because yeah, this support is really critical. Yeah, this support is really critical. So if you want to get into position, it's a good time to get into this position and play it till here. So if you want, you can actually play it here with a stop loss right below this. But I'm not sure why this dropped so much. I mean, if the news is really bad, then I won't recommend going into this play. Not sure what's the news here. If anybody knows, let me know. I don't see anything that pops out. It's good. Partnership, 25th. Don't know what happened. I think it's a partnership, maybe. Anyways, so this might be a good play, uh, depending upon if there's no any really bad news. Then yes, try to get in around here and then play it till this level. I never played to the exact level, so maybe exit out here. Yep. Let's put that into our today's watch list. So somebody asked JD. Hmm, interesting. So this signal, keep an eye on this signal also. So what's going on here is that this 50 EMA is crossing above 200 EMA. So this is a bullish signal. And on top of that, you see there's this Ichimoku signal. Ichimoku, if you guys don't know about Ichimoku cloud, so there's like three lines: baseline, I think, leading line, and lagging line. I think I forgot the exact line names. But the idea is that if your price is above the cloud, then it's bullish, and it also gives a little bit of the peak in the futures. This is one of the indicators that tells you a little bit about the future. Most of the indicators are lagging indicators in the sense that they only tells you what has already happened. But Ichimoku, I think, if I'm correct, gives you a little bit of the kind of visibility in the future what can potentially happen. Master shares are trading lower in sympathy with Visa, which they following Q for earnings. Oh yeah, so there was a I think antitrust on Visa and others read that maybe, yeah, you're right, Frankie. So this might pop back up Mastercard. I mean, so it might be a good play actually. So JD, let's look at that. You see this resistance here? Hmm, so how much did it retrace? 0.618. So it's a little bit about the fib levels. Zero point 0.5 and 0.618 levels are critical. And for Elliott waves, you saw some of my charts that shows the Elliott waves. This is the first wave. This is the second wave. Second wave mostly dips to like 0.5 or 0.618 level. So in this case, it's near 0.618 level. In If I try to like draw waves that might be something like this. Oh, not here. This third wave, drawing it. So anywhere, it doesn't mean anything. But first and second waves are correct. Yeah. Now keep in mind that when you draw Elliott waves, if this price goes uh, below this point, that invalidates the Elliott waves. So that's no longer Elliott waves. Uh, so if for this to be a valid Elliott waves and to for this price to go above, so you draw trend-based fib levels. Oh, what am I doing? Trend-based fib levels on first, second, third wave and look for 1.618 level. That's where your third wave normally finishes. It's not hard and fast rule. When you draw Elliott waves, keep in mind that third wave has to be the biggest wave. Uh, it could be level one. It could be level. It should be. It should. Sorry. Let me repeat that again. Wave third can never be the smallest wave. So it's possible that wave fifth is the biggest wave, but wave three can never be the smallest wave. So that's the rule that you need to keep in mind. This is the first wave. So if it forms a correct Elliott waves, then level three, the wave three, potentially it runs to 1.618. So it should go to this level. Right now it's retracing, and if you draw the sub Elliott waves, let's look at the retracement for this one, and it seems like it hit zero point 0.5 level. So yeah, so it seems like it's gonna go up tomorrow. And on top of that, there's a golden cross here and confirmation from Ichimoku. These all are good signals. CRSR, yes, I'm in stocks on CRSR. And CRSR historically, November, December, January is a good month for CRSR. That's why I'm into CRSR. And I got into it, I think, a month ago or something. So it looks good. If you are in calls, it's good. Don't play puts. But I would again suggest that if you're in a like day trading or short-term trade, exit out of this resistance line. So you can potentially play this day trade, right? If you get in tomorrow, try to exit here. Put your stop loss around here. Now, why here? Because we have this 50 EMA, right? If it's at this level. So normally the price bounces back from 50 EMA. It acts as a big support. So you put your stop loss there. So this can be a potential play for tomorrow if anybody is interested. What else you guys are interested in? CRSR. Let me take a look at the TKNG we talked about. Apple, I'm still in Apple. I think I have 155 call that I am in. You have spreads for next week. For which one? 4 hours. Yeah, but keep an eye on this level. If it falls below this level, I would recommend your exit. Okay, so we were looking at Apple, Farm, Zoom. Did you guys got into the Zoom play that I posted? I think I got into one spread 390 400 around 200 days out. That's kind of a lotto play. Your bright time. Apple is a megaphone on the hourly. Yeah, I don't know what megaphone is. Is it a bearish or bullish? Never played that. I never used that. Hood. 200 shares. Yeah. Oh man, this is pain. I got into hood here at that point. I actually charted it at this point when it break out of this like trend line. I got into here and I think I exited around here. So there were when you see a lot of pen candles, it's a warning sign. Uh, at this point, just make a decision whether you want to get into stay in this trade or not. For me, it was lot of. I mean, it could be bullish as well as. Don't get me wrong. So it means that investors don't know where the price will go, whether it will go up or down. So it's an indecision candles, right? So there are a lot of doji candles here. At that point, it's better to get out of the trade and then maybe get back in later on. If it goes up, it has happened to me many times that the price keep on going up and I'm out of the trade. But it's better to be safe. Uh, it gapped down actually. I don't know what happened. So if I extend this line here, yeah, I'm not gonna. This is how do I chart this thing? It is at the all-time low. I would recommend to hold on to those shares. There are no selling volume. If you look at the weekly and monthly charts. Yeah, so this stock, I don't think you should be worried. I mean, you have to hold it and it will bounce back up because it's not a bad company. It's not a meme stock, right? So it will bounce back up. You just have to hold it a little longer. But at the same time, I would recommend you if you're like really trading, day trading, or doing something that keep an eye on this signals, and at the same time have stop losses. I myself have done a lot of things wrong. I got into Neo when it was around 58, I think, and I'm still holding on to that. It's been a whole year, so that kind of puts you in a position where you are not able to sell it, and at the same time your capital is locked now and you're not able to do anything with that capital. Sometimes it's better to like sell it and then use that capital, because there's opportunity cost also, right? So for all that money that I put into Neo, that opportunity cost is gone. uh, but with the small accounts, it's mostly for the main account that I'm holding on to it, which is okay for stocks in the main account. I don't know how to even chart this thing. So I see something here, resistance, and maybe something here. I don't know. I don't know how to chart this thing. But this is a good support level. It's gonna bounce back from here. It should be okay. Yep, same here, Frankie. I'm in PLTR, Neo. Still holding on to it. PLTR, I'm not worried about because I believe in that company. Neo should be okay. 1 year down the line, we won't even think about it. There's one stock that I really regret about. It was not huge money that I put in, but it was BLSP. It was a OTC stock. I think I got 20,000 stocks or something, but it was not. It was like in pennies. It was around $2,000 or something, or maybe $1,000. I forgot. But it's like down 96%. So I kind of forgot about that stock now. Do you shares? Do your shares your share your Twitter? Yes, I do. It's on my Twitter account actually. Not this one. Ah, I'm not signed on to this. Should I choose maybe this one? Yeah, that's my Twitter account. I share charts, but to be honest, I'm not too religious about that. I should do it more often. And whenever I chart, I should share it with people. But I'm not too religious about that. Maybe I should start doing that. There you go. Any other? Let me look at the comments. Any other ticker that you guys want to take a look at? For tomorrow, I'm not sure what we're gonna play. You guys have anything in mind? Yeah, one Mara. Somebody called this out today to buy puts in Mara. Uh, yeah,